would you please welcome Boy George? Do I call you Boy George or George?
You just call me George.
I can call you George. I just like looking at you, it takes me back to when I was in high school and a bunch of us went to your concert and we had hats on and we had long white shirts and like I can remember every song that you made. I'm so excited. And today I couldn't wait to see what you were wearing. So like, did you have fun picking out your outfit?
I came here to do, obviously, Moulin Rouge, so I'm being dressed for the show. So I didn't really bring much with me, so I didn't really have a lot of choice, you know.
Yeah.
I don't have the luxury of having to reach wardrobe. I'm like, let me go there. I'll be a week, wait, I'll be back, you know. I've got like a few things with me, but I need to do some shopping.
Yeah, so like when you are such a fashion icon, like I'm looking at all of this right here. When you pick out your clothes, George, like what goes through your mind when you go, yeah, I'm gonna do that?
I think, you know, obviously back in the day, like, I mean, that's sort of, you know, not really a shopping look, is it? It's like, I actually might have gone on TV wearing that.
Yeah.
I have discovered as I've got older that there are photo shoot looks that you can get away with in a photo shoot, and they can be ridiculous. And then there's real life looks that you shouldn't, you know, mess with. Like, you know, there's always like, tone it down a bit unless you're doing a photo shoot.
Okay.
Or a video, because then you can turn it out. But like, when you can't walk in a pair of shoes and you look clumsy, it's
that's not it.
a good look.
I was singing, and so was everybody on the staff and crew. We were singing Karma Chameleon, which is, that's like... That's I can't sing, but that's my karaoke song, like everywhere I go. But in it, you talk about fear of being who you truly are. And so when did you just get the courage to become Boy George?
You know, it's funny because I was talking to my friend about my mum. I lost my mum last year. And, you know, my friend pointed out that my mum really was the one that allowed me to become an artist.
Yes.
Because my mum never forced me to get a job. I was like the last child with no employment. And
really?
Yeah, I was like, my whole family were like, what are you gonna do? Because, you know, I was going out to clubs, turning out every night. I was getting up, getting dressed, going out, being photographed. I was famous.
Yeah.
But I was nobody. And I had no money or a job. But I was getting photographed everywhere I went. I was going to these parties, living on canapes, you know.
Yes.
That was my dinner.
That was it.
Free food, you know. And then suddenly, you know, I just landed in music.
Okay.
I saw all these people around me starting bands, and I was like, I'm going to do that, you know. I mean, I always loved music, obviously. I always was obsessed with music from a kid, you know.
Yeah.
You know, my first big obsession as a singer was Gladys Knight.
Okay.
You know, that was the person I would listen to over and over, you know, just, you know, in the dark room, listening to Gladys Knight and the Pips, listening to all that kind of early reggae music and soul music.
And we got all that when you were singing. It was like you touched us with so much music. And I know I just loved you because you seemed so free and you were just out there. Like now, you know, being who you were then, I don't know, do you feel like you've gotten validation now for being free and who you are?
I would say I'm not looking for validation.
Okay.
I feel like...
That's it.
I feel like... It's a funny thing, when you're a kid, right, you want to upset people, you know, just, you know, by wearing things, you know, dressing in a certain way.
Yeah.
And you get a pleasure out of the reaction, but sometimes people take it too far.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes, like, all right, well, if you don't like it, just get on with your own life.
Right.
It's when people take it further than that and they get so offended they want to attack you or something like that, and then it's different, then it gets scary. But, you know, we're all dressing up, we're all pretending to be someone every day, whoever we are.
We absolutely are.
All of us.
And it seemed like you were so authentic. Like when you went to high school or when you were in school, did you dress like how we know Boy George to be?
I got sent home all the time for having, you know, like, a safety pin in my tie, or like, you know, platform shoes that were too high.
Yeah.
Or like an extra little panel in my jeans to make them more flared.
Yeah.
And then I discovered soul music. And then I discovered, like, the sort of American retro Hawaiian shirts, plastic sandals, the big baggy trousers. And then the kids were like, you're wearing your granddad's clothes. It was like anything they could do to make you feel small, you know. But I think it made me kind of grow more towards the light in a way.
Absolutely. Now, you know, now you are a Boy George. I know, like, for me, I went back to my high school reunion and I got to I got to go, yeah, in your face, that kind of thing. Did you ever go back to your hometown or back to your school and rub it in the face?
I tried to go back to my school and they wouldn't let me. I was going to do it.
What? You kidding me? They wouldn't let you?
Because it became an academy. So it was, you know, it became an academy. When I went, it was the comprehensive. It was a mixed school.
Right.
With a terrible reputation. So they thought that I was going to just bring back all those bad memories of, like, you know, when the school was, like, on its downs, you know.
And so you couldn't even get in just to say, hey.
They wouldn't let me in. And I did feel like it was going to be hugely cathartic to go back to school because I never liked school. And I wish I'd liked school.
Sometimes you just...
I wish I'd liked it. Yeah, I mean, there were some great teachers. I mean, I'm an artist. One of the people that was a big influence on me was my art teacher, Mr. Riddock. He was amazing, very encouraging.
Yeah.
So, you know, there were good things about it, too.
Sometimes it just doesn't work that way, you know, with you know, that traditional way. But I know that you have influenced so many people with your style of dress and who you are and being free to be who you are. Like, so many artists express themselves and you paved the way. Like even, you got Harry Styles, he's out here. Even our Emmy-nominated makeup artist, Rodney John. I don't know if you can see him. Like, how do you feel knowing you have paved the way and influenced so many people to be free and artistic?
Well, I think, you know, when I see someone like Harry Styles doing what he's doing, I love it. I'm very supportive. I think it's great. You know, I mean, you know, he's a dandy.
What's
well, a dandy isn't really, it's not about sexuality, it's just about wanting to stand out, you know. A dandy is anyone with, like, just great style, whether they're...
Is that,
whether they're like a drag queen or a... You know,
it's just great style.
You know, you see people in the street. I mean, we just lost the amazing Iris Apfel, 102 years old.
Yes, we did.
What an amazing woman, you know, talk about stylish, you know, talk about in your face.
Okay.
And I love, you know, I love those sorts of people, you know.
And we do, and we love that. We love you. I'm excited because you're back on Broadway. You were in the iconic Moulin Rouge. Okay, 8 shows a week, Moulin Rouge. Are you having fun? I
am having fun all the time.
Yes.
You know, not just at the show, but getting ready for the show, you know, hanging out at home. Fun is something I invest in.
Okay.
Like, obsessively.
Yeah.
You know, because you can wake up in the morning and you can just fall into the old narrative about how the day's gonna be. Or you can just get up and, you know, I do this thing called tapping, EFT.
Okay, tapping.
So I just tell myself, today is gonna be beautiful.
All right.
Even during the show, I literally, you will see me backstage going, more sass, more joy, more laughter, more love.
Oh, that's funny, because that's what I say when I come out. More joy,
more
Lord.
Sass.
I'll put in the more sass.
More sass, more joy, more laughter, more love.
Okay, I love it.
You know, Ziegler needs sass. That's his thing. He's a sassy character.
Yes.
And sometimes you've got to remember that, you know, when you're on stage. But it's amazing. The show's amazing. The audiences are incredible. The cast, everyone's great. There's nothing to complain about. They even dress you. I literally just go like, literally just turn up, the wig goes on. You just got to remember what you're there for, which is entertaining people.
Now, you are not only entertaining them, but there's something that you do at the end of Moulin Rouge. You sing Karma Chameleon.
I do.
Okay, now, and people lose their minds. What do you think it is about the song that just resonates with people?
I think it's always about the moment and the context and why the person was singing it. Obviously, I've got my reasons for writing that song, which were personal and, you know, relationship-based. It was all about... I used to write in a very sort of abstract Karma Chameleon. I used to, you know, come up with these great titles.
Yes.
Because I always used to think, if I come up with a song like Karma Chameleon, there's no way that anyone else is going to write that song.
Absolutely not.
If I do Moon in June, there's going to be competition. But if I write something crazy like Church of the Poison Mind, who's going to come up with that? Me or Marilyn Manson, one of the two.
Okay.
You know? We're going to have a good time.